pride of the UK, Anthony Joshua.
Ever since his first professional contest, Anthony Joshua has been on a path of expectation and promise. Given his ever-improving boxing skills, strong fan base, and, most importantly, his devastating finishing instincts, Joshua has matured into a feared heavyweight specimen.
Big shots. And that is it! There is no way, surely, he can get up from that!
The 31-year-old boasts sharp boxing brains and powerful backing behind him. There have been setbacks along the way, but Joshua has been consistently involved in exciting contests, adopting a genial persona that only masks a ruthless personal drive to be the best of the bunch.
But the legs are betraying him, and down he goes. It's stopped, it's over. Dramatic and unbelievable, and it was a brutal finish.
In preparation for his much-anticipated rematch against talented southpaw Oleksandr Usyk, we take a look back at the destructive power of Britain's golden boy, Anthony Joshua. A highly anticipated professional debut for Anthony Joshua as Britain's golden boy took center stage.
We present Anthony Joshua.
Italy's Emanuel Leo was offered the thankless task of being Joshua's first opponent. Unbeaten in 8 contests, the resume looked solid, but in truth he had beaten nobody of note and was being served up as a sacrificial lamb.
Well, he's brave, but he is just getting blitzed here. Cannot stop these right hands, and he's going to get hurt pretty soon if he's not careful. There's an argument to stop this already.
A series of right hands removed Leo in a single round to get Joshua off to a flyer.
He is getting tattooed here, and he has to go, and it's over. That's what the fuss is about. That's the kind of start you want when you're taking your first step in the pro game.
Taking part in his 12th contest, Joshua featured in a Birmingham assignment against Rafael Zambano.
Watch your head in close, and remember, defend yourselves at all time. Good luck.
Joshua was in no mood to carry his foe and made light work of the big Brazilian.
Jab just snapping his head back, and the combination, he nods.
Zambano skirted the ring looking for escape routes as the UK favorite measured him with a strong jab, looking for gaps. The openings arrived in the second session, as an overhand right splayed the visitor's senses.
The fighter he once was, and a right hand lays him out. Beautifully timed.
More experienced than his opponent, both in the ring and sparring in the gyms of Las Vegas, Zambano should, in theory, have offered additional durability. Billed as the ultimate survivor who had a knack of lasting the distance, Kevin Johnson was in for a shock when he entered the ring against Anthony Joshua.
And remember, defend yourselves at all times. Shake hands.
Unable to implement his defensive movement behind a stellar left jab, Kingpin was bludgeoned inside 2 rounds.
Joshua going to work once again and nails him.
Floored heavily in the first, the American was overwhelmed with blows just minutes later.
Well deserved, but how much longer can this go on? And it's stopped, it's over, done inside 2 rounds.
This was a statement victory for Joshua, who became the first man to stop a fighter who had previously lasted the distance against Vitaly Klitschko. The night Joshua started his ascent towards superstar status, opponent Gary Cornish may have matched the hometown hero for size, but that was where the similarities ended.
Defend yourselves at all time. God bless, touch close. Let's do it.
The Highlander had never faced anyone even remotely in Joshua's class, and once the matchroom fighter got past Cornish's pawing jab, it was lights out.
Joshua looking very sharp here and nails it with a right hand inside the first minute.
Dropping the Scotsman with an early right hand, AJ went on the offensive and finished matters with a decisive barrage.
Could this be gone in the first? He's caught him with another right hand, and Cornish is in desperate trouble already. And it's stopped. It's all over in 90 seconds. Anthony Joshua's biggest test on paper has turned into his quickest win.
In a good old-fashioned grudge match between 2 men with an axe to grind, it was Joshua who eventually left the ring with bragging rights after a rough-and-tumble 7 rounds.
Boss, you want your heads in close. Good luck to you both. Touch clubs.
White was relatively unpolished, but had beaten his domestic rival as an amateur.
An awful lot on the line personally for these two as well. White says he wants to expose Joshua as a fake. Joshua wants revenge.
Joshua withstood an opening round riot in the ring and a left hook in the second round that had him rocking.
Take a punch, and he shook Joshua. He shook Joshua.
Joshua's hurt.
Joshua's in big trouble. Massive turnaround here. White going for it.
To eventually sending a tiring White crashing to the canvas from a devastating right uppercut.
From White, but the legs are betraying him, and down he goes. It's stopped. It's over. Joshua asked a lot of questions tonight. Came up with the answer when it mattered.
When Charles Martin's opponent suffered a freak injury in their early 2016 vacant title clash, suddenly the little-known southpaw found himself as the new IBF title holder. Anthony Joshua's promoter, Eddie Hearn, wasted no time securing the accidental champion for his charge, and just months later, Hearn's confidence paid off.
Got him! Right hand on the floor. Martin looks into his corner as if to say, what on earth was that?
Boxing in front of a raucous home crowd, Joshua needed barely 2 rounds to forcibly take hold of Martin's strap and end his brief reign.
And he's down again! And Joshua on the brink here. Over, done. Britain has a new world heavyweight champion.
New IBF heavyweight champion of the world.
Reinforcing his status as an authentic world champion, Anthony Joshua received his first defensive assignment in the form of durable Californian Dominic Brazil. Despite his lumbering frame, Brazil was a big unit and dutifully soaked up round after round of Joshua pressure.
Oh, good body shot
Yeah,
there.
the legs are completely gone. That right hand, Brazil did well to stand up now. He's got 30 seconds to try and survive here.
Growing into a nice all-around boxer, Anthony won every round before the mighty tree began to fall in the 7th.
Upstairs that rocks the head back. And then Joshua goes to work and puts him on the floor.
First, a combination sent the Americans spinning on the ropes and down for a count. Rising unsteadily, Brazil was allowed to continue before a similar flurry sent him back to the canvas and the end of his beating.
Brazil fighting for his life now, but he's down again, and it's all over. Anthony Joshua does it again, still world champion.
Few people expected Eric Molina to pose Joshua too many problems. However, the Texas resident had previously lasted 9 rounds with Deontay Wilder, so this represented an interesting parallel between 2 of the world's top heavyweights. Joshua was in no mood for hanging around and got the job done 6 rounds earlier.
He's going hunting down, right hand, flatens Eric Molina.
In the 3rd round, Joshua opened up with the heavy leather. Molina ducked into a chopping right hand and was left slumped in the corner of the ring.
So that right hand found its way home, and we saw the effects. Molina does not want to be in here now. The fight's over. Stopped in the 3rd round. Anthony Joshua defending his IBF heavyweight title in emphatic fashion.
Boxing against the legendary Vladimir Klitschko, who had comprehensively ruled the heavyweight division until a loss to Tyson Fury, this was the chance for Joshua to add a top name to his record and add some legitimacy to his reign.
Most of all, protect yourself in that time. Touch gloves, good luck.
It was an enthralling battle from start to finish. Joshua dropped Klitschko with a barrage in the 5th round. But was heavily floored himself by a right hand in the 6th. Joshua rallied strongly to finish the tiring veteran in round 11 after 2 heavy knockouts and an extended final assault.
Here he comes. This is great work from Joshua. What fitness, what heart from Klitschko. But the fight has been stopped. A new chapter, a new era in this most glamorous division on the biggest stage.
Another chance to add a respectable name to the record for Anthony Joshua saw Russia's former world champion Oleksandr Povetkin roll into town. Headlining in his new Wembley stronghold, Joshua was forced to endure some tricky early moments as Povetkin's power and hand speed caused problems.
Oh, gets inside there and gets through, and a little stumble from Joshua at the end of the first round.
Once the older man slowed down, AJ settled into a rhythm before ramping up the pressure.
Povetkin is shaken in the seventh. On a left hand and a right hand, and down goes the Russian.
Dropped in the corner and on shaky legs, Povetkin staggered to his feet, but was saved by the referee in the 7th round.
Joshua with a big left hand, and AJ rocks Wembley all over again.
An erratic character both in and out of the ring, there was no doubting Kubrat Pulev's potential to give Joshua a rough ride. Boxing smartly behind his ramrod left jab, Joshua was able to control the Bulgarian for the most part.
Big uppercut from Joshua. Beautiful punches from Anthony Joshua and Pulev all at sea.
Using his trademark uppercut to good effect, Joshua dropped his challenger twice in the 3rd round.
He's going to go for it. There's the uppercut. Down goes Pulev. And he's in real trouble here.
With a mixture of ruggedness and bravado, Pulev hung on until the 9th, when he was eventually dismissed.
Well, Joshua let him off the hook. Big shots. And that is it. It is over. A sizzling AJ reminder as he retains his world heavyweight belt.